Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon po sa ating lahat and welcome to Valencia. Sana po ay hindi kayo nahirapan, di ba, sa ating pag-commute or pagmaneho dito sa ating location, di ba? And hope you're all doing well. As I mentioned a while ago, if you feel like you need a little bit of a kicker-upper, we do have coffee po and food dito sa ating likod. Kaya feel free to move and ikaan lang po yung konti para kumakuha ng inyong refreshments. Alright? Once again, good afternoon. The sun is out, it's shining, and it's a perfect day today. Hindi ka lang ng kanina. By the way, ako po si DrArnolds ng kapisahan ng mga broadcast ng Pilipinas sa Baguio-Breathe chapter at ng 95.9 Pixar FM. At ako po ang lalakabay po sa ating programa ngayong hapon na ito. So today, we will be having a sort of press conference. Ayan. So whether it's a press conference of sorts, with better term to be meet and greet with our Miss Baguio 2024 candidates from their respective barangays. We'll be asking a few questions, anong mga pagkakalang pagkakasya, whatever plans, di ba? Once they hit the big stage and once they back the ground, ano na ang gagawin nila, alright? And before anything else, also I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our barangay officials who are present with us, di ba? Yeah, so let's start first with our first barangay official. Si candidate number 1 ng official natin, di ba? Si Janelle Buena, our ex-teacher ng Camp 7. Talakang natin siya. And of course now, Daniel, the barangay captain of Baguio Central. Thank you very much. And sa po ang ating mga officials na naman kayo, and of course our friends from the City Government of Baguio and Public Information Office as well of Baguio, ba? What's your name? Thank you very much po. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for coming and we all hope that you are seated appropriately and comfortably in your seats, ba? Of course, thank you as well sa ating owner of Valencia's. Accommodating our request to be in this wonderful spot to have and to host our ladies, di ba? And so later on, each of us will be given a chance to ask our candidate questions on man ang nais natin tanong sa kanila. Alright? We'll all give you a chance to ask them a plethora of questions today. No? So we hope all of you guys here are ready with your hard questions. Huwag naman yung pang-mathematics, di ba? Ang category ng theory na yan. Let's ask the question about the policies, the plans, etc. and etc. Alright! So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our candidates, our Miss Baguio 2024 candidates, starting with candidate number 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pleased to see you all. I'm Meliz Soriano. I'm representing Baguio Central.
Coming onto our stage, candidate number 9.
Proudly representing Barangay BGH Compound.
Next onto our stage, candidate number 10. Everyone standing, please take your seats. And thank you very much once again to our candidates for Miss Baguio 2024. And to start off with our meet and greet, we will first be serenading with words, from the owner of Valencia. We will come onto the stage and warmly welcome him, Sir Richard Valencia.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for visiting Meliz. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for choosing Meliz Restaurant. First, I would like to thank the organizer of this Malaysian restaurant to host the Miss second press conference for the Miss Baguio-Breathe and Malaysia, always been dedicated to creating a memorable experience. And we are truly honored to be part of such a significant occasion. We are warmly welcome you here tonight and hope we are meaningful for success again here in Malaysia. And all of you are welcome to Malaysia's restaurant anytime po. And thank you again to all the organizers for using us as your venue. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Ayan, di ba? Serenade with words as the guide. And now, we'll be serenaded by drinks. Sino dito ang mahilig uminom? Taas ang kamay. Sino po ang mahilig uminom? Candidates. Siyempre. Well, it might be a hidden secret, but it's no secret here in Valencias. So without further ado, mga kaibigan, have a feast for the eyes. A little showmanship from our baguistas of Valencias. Yung signature drinks na here at Meliz.
Pakuha natin kayo.
So hello, good afternoon everyone. So my name is Michael. I'm the head bartender here at Valencia. So what I'm gonna making
this afternoon is one of our signature cocktail, which is the Dutch Friend. So basically, Dutch Friend is just an revised old-fashioned, but I think in a better way. So we come up with this way using cinnamon-infused whiskey. So what we are looking at. So coming up with the cinnamon-infused whiskey, we just infuse our house whiskey together with fresh apple juice and together with fresh cinnamon bars. And the next ingredient or the next component is we have the peach as well. So we're using Munanan peach, Munanan, Bakalan. And for our syrup, instead of just using simple syrup or sugar syrup, so we're elevating the drink by using maple syrup, just to enhance the flavor of the drink. So this one we're using. And then for the next component, for the last component of the liquid, we're using apple juice to balance the flavor. Okay, so let's start by chilling the glass as well. And we're just adding the mixing glass. Because with this drink, we don't need to shake the drink, we just need to simply stir the drink, not to over-dilute the drink. Because if you over-dilute the drink, more water in the drink, so we don't want that in our cocktail. So basically, we want all the alcohol in the drink, not just water. So here we go, first component. Cinnamon-infused whiskey. So basically, it's 2 ounces or 6 gallon. And 10 ml of our peach syrup.
And then just, we're gonna drizzle it with our maple syrup. I think around 5 to 10 ml. And then of course, we'll love with our apple juice. And then after that one, we're just gonna stir the drink. So basically, when you stir the drink, we just need like 10-15 seconds. Again, as I said, you don't want to over-dilute the drink. You don't want that extra water in the drink. And after that one, we just gonna strain the drink and pour it into the glass. And then for the garnish as well, we're just gonna we're using fresh apple on this one. So we're just gonna make a fan out of it. Just like that. And then to top the garnish with our rosemary. So usually we're gonna smoke our fresh rosemary to add a little bit of smoky flavor into the drink. By the way, old fashioned or like this kind of drink is very popular in the US. So it's one thing also that we want to let the Filipinos know about this kind of drink, since most Filipinos only knows about margarita or mojito. And then just top it in the drink. And then for the next procedure is smoke the drink. Okay, so basically this one is our dough. So for the drink, we gonna direct smoke the drink. So basically, I have the smoker and I have the hose to connect it to the dough. So we're just gonna put the drink on top of this wooden, and then we're just gonna cover it with the dough. And then we're just gonna connect it to the hose. And then top it with wood chips. So a lot of people notice what kind of wood chip we're using in this kind of drink. So basically, we're just using 5 bars or what we see in our. And then we'll just we are just adding a little bit of cinnamon bar. And I think we're ready for smoke. The reason for this procedure is to add a little bit of bitterness in the drink, because we don't want our drink just to be sweet or a little bit tangy, so we want to add a little bit of bitterness to the drink. And after that one, I'm just gonna do a little bit of drink. The reason for this one is to add a little bit of cinnamon flavor into the wood chip that will be transferred in our drink through smoking. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our dance sprite, one of our special students. And to end the drink, we're just gonna remove the dough, just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for visiting my. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Our ladies will have a taste of Valencia's ladies. acknowledge the presence of the pinaka-boss, di ba? Of the Miss Universe Philippines Baguio-Breathe, Attorney Pampos Canita. Hello, Attorney. Very good. We also like to acknowledge the representative of the Honorable Council of Philippines Service right now, Mr. Rose Burgo. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for coming. And of course, acknowledging as well the Honorable Councilor, Leia Valinian, is with us as well. Councilor, thank you for being here, di ba? Okay, yan. Tama-tama ba? May isa mga tao parang nakalimon. So, ito na ang aking skin para sa mga ladies. Let me finally the floor will be open to our media and to our content creators, to our guests and officials who are here with us to give questions for our ladies and pakikarapan ng ating mga ladies this afternoon. So, ladies, we hope that you will give us the answers that you are looking for. So, of course, we hope that you are already with your questions. Alam mo na yung sa akin siguro. So, any of our ladies can ask a question and answer the question, right? So, whoever of you guys, yung medyo feeling nakakapang ngayon, di ba? And dahil po tayo masuro sa ala, you may get a microphone from over there and give us your answer. Alright. So, recently, the city of Baguio was devastated by a typhoon. Lakas, several outages happened in the city of Baguio. And parang dami complaints na ating mga residente na puro outage dito, outage doon, natin mga ng kuryente. So it's easy, alright? Anyone in the Philippines, how did you cope with the outage? And what did you do in the midst of said outages? Right? Once again, what did you do during the outage or during the outages, and how did you cope with these outages? Anyone of you ladies can grab the mic and speak your heart's desire.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Bon from Barangay Busay. I myself have experienced the power outages, but I think as a citizen of Baguio, I should be informed that these power outages is not caused by our city, but rather it is a national issue. Right now, we have different leaks by our administration that they are building, and what I did to amidst this power outages, I used most of my time. I did not just sleep because of the power outage, but rather it made me more productive. It made me more productive in the sense that I realized what are the things that I could do at home for me to help our household despite the power outage. And one thing that we did at home was we played charades. If you're familiar with charades, I think with this small thing that we did at our household, it helped the bond of our household become more closer, and we also get to represent, or we also got to act and then bring out our creative side. So yeah, that's the one thing that I did during this power outage. And another thing that I did was, I am an educator, and in our building, when there is a power outage, our classrooms are affected. And as a teacher, I made sure that my students would still learn despite having the power outage, and that they would not feel that the power outage would make them less focused in school, but rather make activities for them to engage and for them to still learn. That would be awesome too.
Mabuhay ang mga educators, di ba? Before we continue with our Q&A press con, we would like to have a short message from the Honorable Councilor, Reina.
Thank you so much, and it's good afternoon to everyone, to our it's really an honor to be part of this meet and greet with our Hispanic families in Reina. and really this time, but I know that you are all winners in your own way, and I hope that you will enjoy until the final result of this competition. And this has been the government pavilion, we do this every year, and nakarami pa lang tayong bahagis dito sa Baguio, and very talented. So I wish you all the luck, and I hope that you will enjoy every minute of your mga tours dito, kung saan kayo pupunta, like this one. I think this is the first to meet our beautiful candidates, and I'm really very proud that I am part of this event for this meet and greet our candidates, our beautiful candidates. Good luck, and I hope that you will really make this event a very memorable day for all of you. Thank you, and good afternoon. God
Thank you, Councilor Marinas, and thank you for gracing us again once again here at Valencia's. Alright, so we will open the floor to our friends from the media and our CCs, our content creators. My questions are you guys. Ayun, alright. Let's call on to the stage. Idol Leo of 103.9 IFM Idol.
Excuse me, sir, wait lang.
Ulit ko lang yung question ko nung last Saturday kasi rumili na lang kami. Ito nga, no? Kasi nung last Saturday, yung may mga profiles na yung namin yung protest ko. Ito lang naman yung tanong. Even that value is back in the environment. What do you think that your advocacy can have for our environment?
Ladies, paunahan mag-grab na may sample.
Hi everybody, good afternoon po. I'm Jerica Buhay this month. I'm representing you. So with regards to that question po, my advocacy would be, it's all about mental health awareness as well as fighting the stigma surrounding it. And for everyone's information po, I'm a BS Psychology student at St. Louis University. So one thing that would help our city of Baguio, is that the importance of raising awareness about the impact of the weather to the mentality and the well-being of the person. For everybody's information po, there's this what we call seasonal depression. And seasonal depression is associated with the person's mental well-being depending on nasaan po siya or saan siya nakalagay. As we all know, malamig dito sa Baguio. So, the colder it is, the higher the possibility that a person would experience seasonal depression. So, seasonal depression is apparent in the US, specifically in the places that's cold. So, raising certain awareness like this, like, oh, may disorder pala na existing like that. So, it would be it's a good way to educate people as well as to actually make them aware that it's okay and it's actually normal to experience. So, yeah, I would also want to express that it's okay to seek professional help whenever you experience certain things like this, and it's time for us to break the stigma that when you seek mental health professionals or when you look therapy, it means that you're weak. If anything, it makes you stronger to actually have this step to, address whatever it is that you're feeling. passion, my advocacy actually is cultivating cultural identity and creativity through performing arts. A lot of people might think that it has no relation to environment, our environment to be specific, but I just want to clear out that our cultural identity, when we talk about this, it's not just about our culture, it's not just about our arts, it's about our values as citizens of Baguio. And related to this is how we take care of our environment, our discipline. Hindi naman ang English yung language ko na not Chinese. Going back, I also want to incorporate to the younger generations. It's not just about performing arts, culture, culture, about performing arts. This is also about environment. It's about taking care of our home. And that's what we also want to impart to the younger generations. Thank you. So regarding the question, my advocacy is actually gender equity empowerment. I know the question was regarding about our environment. However, I think that's because this is I can start with because we're going to youth empowerment. So to use youth empowerment, I would like to show our generation that the importance of our environment not only affects our daily lives, it also affects the economy of our city, which is very, very important because a lot of our people find their livelihood in the rest of Baguio-City. So if we use youth empowerment through education and awareness, or seminars and workshops, I think that we should raise more awareness towards defining global issues. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My advocacy is about sports for youth development. And you can ask me, how will I relate this to the environment of Baguio City? Well, fun fact, as an athlete of Baguio City, we have more an advantage of the cool climate. So we have more training in our lung capacity and stamina. So let me just share, I trained with the national team in Manila. So the climate there is very different. And we from Baguio took the advantage because we have trained our stamina and lungs for the endurance, such as like that. So in the issues here in the Philippines, as the heat index increases, we as candidates should empower and encourage to raise awareness to the young people, that not only to the young people but all of us, to take care of our environment, that in that way we can have an easy way to promote more our environment and the economy of the city. Thank you.
Alright, and this? You there? Alright.
As for my advocacy is on empowering future generations and current generations, educating them about the anti-discrimination and injustice. And I think this is a big contribution to our environment since Baguio is known as the regional center of urban areas where people from various cities and various provinces come here to work or to study. And I think the impact of my advocacy is to welcome our visitors, our guests with a warm heart, and to make them feel welcome and not get shamed from where they come from. And I think we have a role in making an inclusive society where all individuals feel safe and welcome.
And my advocacy is for our local artists and artisans. And just to give a glimpse of my background, I am a fresh graduate of tourism management. And to answer that question, when we say arts, we only limit the spectrum with the three modes. However, I would like to emphasize that arts also includes varieties of mediums. And with that, in line with the environmental awareness, we can use several mediums to really maximize our resources and to recycle waste. And with that, we are limiting and putting a halt in greenhouse gases. And just to share, I recently conducted my internship at Department of Tourism. And during my stay there, I met Tatay Kitignak Tahimik. And I was amazed because at first I saw him sculpting an artwork. At first I thought he made use of a word wood. However, looking closely, I saw that his main medium is kamote. Kamote that is close to wrapping. And with that, I was inspired to really maximize our resources in creating arts.
Good afternoon again. My advocacy is breaking barriers through education. And I think that is relatable to protecting the environment. Because as an educator, we should be able as an educator, it is our responsibility to educate the young people about the things that are happening in our environment. And to tell you honestly, Baguio-City and the whole Cordillera is now at stake because of deforestation, sometimes even due to illegal small-scale mining. So this is something that we need to tell the younger generation. Because I believe that our government now is doing everything to help our government. And it's not only for us who are now here in the city of Baguio, but they're also thinking about the future generations that would inherit what we have here in Baguio City. So I think my advocacy, breaking barriers through education, one target of that is to help the young generation and also to help the adults here right now and to tell them that our environment is something that we really should take care of, because when we take care of the environment, our environment takes care of us too. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I think the question is really for me, since for the information of everybody, my advocacy is all about sustainable fashion. It is for the environment. It is entitled as Wearable Art, Sustainable Heart. So in this advocacy, my main problem that is trying to solve is the fast fashion. Fast fashion really affects our environment since it is ito kaya pagbili ng maraming mga damit in a cheap quality, in a low quality, and sa maraming amount. So it will end up in our landfills. That could really affect our environment, especially that Baguio City is also having problems in waste management. So in this advocacy po, I want to promote sustainable fashion, especially to the youth po. How would we be able to sustain it? By teaching them, especially the youth, on ways how to do or the designs that they should take and the resources that they could have in creating, in having in expressing passion in a creative way. And I believe that in this advocacy, in this platform, where we could be able to show our creativity in fashion, especially this upcoming, I think 18, where we will be able to showcase our denim outfits. So me and my editor took the opportunity to have it in a sustainable way. So abangan nyo po. Thank you so much.
Ladies, good? Okay, yan. Hindi yan break. Ang second is yung our candidates. Sige. Eto, naisip ko lang ng question. Sama pa siya nito rin si Council of the Philippines. Baka pwede i-launch to sa ating sangguniang panunod of the council meetings, di ba? But basically has a congestion problem, di ba? Or at least some people say it's a problem, some people say hindi. With the congestion fee, or the proposed 250 pesos congestion fee that the city is proposing together with MEDC, what other solutions could you as a candidate offer? It's a far stretch, I know, pero perhaps maybe we might have some bright ideas from our lovely ladies tonight, this afternoon. This afternoon. So, well, ladies, do you have any other solutions that might be viable, efficient for our city's congestion quote-unquote problem? Right.
Okay, so for the congestion problem, one way, as a candidate of this battle, I would like to encourage everyone to use public transportation instead of using private vehicles. And with this, we will be able to lessen the cars in the street. And also, if possible, we can just walk instead if the place is near. That's all.
Congestion and even traffic has always been a problem here in our city. I guess what I can suggest, because I can do this of course alone, I just want to also acknowledge the presence of our barangay captain here, Barangay Honorable Daniel. So thank you for being here, and of course our city government officials. Again, what I would like to suggest is for us to regulate the entry and the exit of our tourists. We're not stopping them to enter our beautiful city. Of course, we want tourists to come, but we can regulate it in a way that both the tourists and the locals will enjoy and will live and even coexist harmoniously in our city. We can maximize our website, our applications like the Visita app, and that way, we've done it before. In 2020, the pandemic times, we are a smart city, and a lot of other cities and even other places were able to adapt as well to what we've done. And I want that to also be done, especially in addressing our problems when it comes to congestion and traffic. We cannot deny the fact that traffic congestion is one of our main problem here in our city. And with that, I would like first to emphasize that our city is doing its best to control this. And if I were to suggest one solution, that would be the hop-on and hop-off tours. We already have a whole or hop-on or hop-in tours, but it's only limited within our city. And with that, I would like to suggest that to expand this idea nationwide so that our tourists nationwide, also foreigners, can also maximize and make use of mass transportation as their means of traveling our city at the moment.
Congestion with regards to the traffic is already happening almost every day here in our city. And also, overpopulation is also happening here in our city. And I think when we talk about congestion, we need to consider these two things. And I know that our city government is doing things in order to alleviate this congestion that we have. And one thing that I could suggest is for us to promote tourist destinations that are lesser known. So in that way, all tourists would not only flock in one or in two tourist spots, but rather they would go to tourist spots that are lesser known. And in in that way, we could also help our local tourist guides. And when we help our local tourist guides, we are not only helping the economy of Baguio City, but we are also promoting our local workers, our local tourist guides. And I think that would be a win-win situation for both parties. And also, I could suggest a PPP or a public-private partnership. With this, we can tap into big private companies for them to fund the city in regards to congestion or the congestion fee that we have. And just to inform everyone, with regards to the congestion fee, I have talked to someone and she explained to me what this congestion fee is all about. And just to inform or for us to be aware, this congestion fee which costs 250 pesos doesn't only, sabi po nila, mabigat siya sa ating mga taga-Baguio City and pati sa mga tourists kasi bakit kami magbabayad ng 250 pesos? Well, the congestion fee would only be applicable to Session Road po. It will only be applicable to Session Road. And as she mentioned, this fee that we get from the congestion fee or the totality of it would be used in creating smart traffic lights with the use of the AI technology. Now, these smart traffic lights, it would be able to detect when are we able to cross, when the cars would be able, if, di ba po, ngayon, yung traffic lights natin, kahit walang nag-cross, nakastop pa rin yung mga tao, even if there were no cars. And that contributes to congestion and saving our Session Road. Now, with the fee that they collect in our congestion fee, it would be used to create these smart traffic lights that even if far away pa lang po, they would even detect if there are cars coming or if there are people crossing. And I think as citizens of Baguio, it is just nice that we trust our government because I think they're really doing everything for the good of everyone. Thank you.
Ano guys? Ano naman ito? Alright, thank you very much for guiding us. Si Madam. Followed by
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Reina, so I believe all of us, or if not all, are in this discussion together. So this is my question. When sharing content online, many people use CTTO to give credit to the original creator. Do you think this practice is appropriate? Why or no? Anyone can answer? Someone from the communication part?
hindi parang pa ako sa nagana ng hindi ko yung sa CCTV. Di ba?
So you asked about it's appropriate to use CCTV when sharing your content. Of course, yes, I believe that it's very important because I just graduated in high school actually, and one of the many values that my school has taught us is to never ever plagiarize a content, whether it be an artwork or written text, whatever. That's why we have to, if not, what's the word, promote it more for people to give credit to the content that they're trying to share. That's all. Thank you. Social media has given us so many help in many ways. So the credit to the owner should be always acknowledged because I believe it is already part of the curriculum. As far as I can remember, I tackled that in senior high school. And yeah, credits to the owner is very appropriate when sharing a post or content because this is something that we acknowledge not only the work but the hard work of the owner. Thank you.
I also agree, it's very appropriate and I guess it's a must. I am a communication grad graduate. I've also worked as a social media manager, and I've worked with a lot of creators in the field. And I've seen how important it is not just to add CTTO, but to also mention their names. It's very important that we not forget that because it's their artwork, it's their content. I mean, it's fair enough to give them the credit that they deserve and also respect for all the hard work that they've done and for all the craft, all the love that they've put in their craft. Thank you.
I also agree in acknowledging the credits, and I believe it's important because we want to give back or give back the credit to the owner and the business because I know their hard work is not just an overnight. They work hard for it, and I believe they deserve credit. Thank you.
To answer that, I would like first to put myself in the situation because just to share to everyone, I am a freelance makeup artist. And in my perspective, giving credits to the artist is a must because their hard works deserves appreciation. And by just simply mentioning their names, it can go a long way. It can support their business, it can support their lifestyle. That's all.
I think it is just right that if we repost something or if we copy something from another person's creation, we write the CTTO or credits to the owner. I think CTTO stands for credits to the owner. And it is right because, again, we should give credit to their hard work, give credit to the piece they created. And it's because they use their minds to create that piece that they have. And as someone who is very active on social media, I believe that I am practicing this because, as Jasmine said, I also try to put myself in the situation of a creator whose work got copied. So I think this is something that we all should do. We should write CPT or credits to the owner if you are copying or reposting a single post, a video, or a photo of someone, especially if that artwork, that piece, that paragraph, that essay is not ours. Thank you. For me, it's important to put the name of the artist itself, not just the credits to the owner, because apart from the issue of copying or plagiarism, this transcends that. Their art may be used for something out of context. For example, I am a writer and I love writing poems, and I have an Instagram account specifically for my art. I called it Archive. And then someone took my written poems and then used it to, to a different context, which is my writing is not specifically for that context. So it got out of context. So for me, it's important to really acknowledge the artist. It is also a sign of respect. And apart from that, we all know that fake news is very rampant, and not giving credits to the owner, or specifically the journalists that constantly being taken advantage of. It's important to find the person who created that, not just like CTTO. I think it's disrespectful actually to just get the artist's craft and then post it online and then like CTTO and then you're called well. That's inappropriate for me. So you really have to go deep. We have access to internet, to different information. You could stalk someone online in a span of like sec or a minute. I believe that you should find a way to really, give the rightful credit where the credit is due. Thank you.
Alright, ladies, good? Going once. Going twice. Sige, alright. And we'll have our final question po.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies. What is your stance on inclusivity in youth projects, particularly regarding the possibility of a trans woman competing in this battle?
So, this is a very loaded question for me to answer because for everyone's information, I'm a born-again Christian. And it's sad to actually have this idea that we quote unquote, we love them but we don't support them. How could we even love someone if we don't support them, right? For me, I'm very blatant with this. I'm an ally, and I'm as well as pro-choice. With regards to that question wala ako. So with the transgender, I answered that to screening. I said that it's okay for me, actually. So apart from these, we are a country, we're all Christians, right? So my stand on that is people may be against it, but however, we may be against something that their beliefs are against without discriminating, disrespecting, hurting, and hating on those who want to exercise their freedom of choice. And I think it's about time for us to be really inclusive to these people. And if they identify as a woman, then I think they're free to do, to join pageants like this. And yeah. Tumatama ng yung iniwan namin kanina ko. Medyo naalog tayo naman. So yeah. It's about time for us to be really inclusive. So I mean naman, but what do this pageantry promotes? It's sisterhood, right? It's womanhood. So that's what's really important apart from the idea ng transgender sila. So it doesn't really matter for me. As long as it's about all about sisterhood and womanhood. Thank you po. For me, this might be a little bit controversial, but as someone who always sticks to her values and beliefs, I think it is just right that we have transgender pageants, no different from pageants with all natural born women. And I think with what I said, it doesn't mean that I do not respect their preference. It doesn't mean that I do not respect what they did with their bodies by transitioning. And I think it is just also a sign of telling that I support them. And here in pageantry, I think we also become inclusive when we have pageantry not only for women, but also for men and for transgenders. Inclusivity doesn't mean that here, all of us here are women. And if I do not agree with transgender joining an all-women pageant, it doesn't mean that I am not supporting inclusivity. But rather, I am suggesting that there should be a different pageant again for transgender men and for women. Because after all, respect should be the very most thing that we have. We should have respect for each other and love for each other, and lastly, understand each and everyone's differences. Thank you.
I get to support LGBTQIA+, but I am into fairness and respect. I believe that we can have not another pageant that is truly for them, and that is having, just respect for the women, for the men, and for the transgenders. Because I believe inclusivity is not it's not about division, it is about bringing people together.
Actually, I agree. I've answered this question last in our media presentation, and just like Carla and Don. Nicole, it's not loud. Okay. I believe that we have two equally glamorous pageants for women and trans men. The one is happening right now is in Cebu, and here in Meliz Baguio, this is actually a prelude to Miss Universe Philippines. But again, it really depends on the decision of the organization. But personally, I believe that we have our each equally platforms where we can celebrate and where we can showcase what we have as both women and trans women. And I would like everyone to support it and give love to whatever it is.
Gusto ko lang po dagdagan yung mga sinabi nila. And I just want to reiterate that it's about time to accept and to be awakened to the fact that trans women are women and trans men are men. That's all. Thank you.
As an inclusive city, we promote inclusivity, oneness, and equality. I believe that if men and women have their own beauty pageants, why can transgenders have? So I believe I totally agree with them also, that transgenders have also the privilege to have their own beauty pageant because I also fully support them. And in this manner, we can promote inclusivity and equality to every one of us. Thank you.
So, about us, advocacy for gender equity between our men. So, what gender equity means is that we acknowledge that not everyone has equal access or equal rights to anything and everything. So, my stance on the matter is that if a transgender woman were to join Miss Baguio, I wouldn't really mind because at the end of the day, like what Angela said, that a trans woman is a woman. Because what really makes a woman? Of course, a mother, a birth giver. But what else can make us woman? It's the empowerment of it all. So while I agree that we should establish trans woman pageants, I believe that if we really have it in our hearts to be inclusive, we'll also open our doors for this value for our transgender woman. And that is all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, ladies, for your questions. Unfortunately, we have to cut the question answer part, but don't worry. If our media and moderators have some more questions from our ladies, you may approach them anytime after our program, but after this part of the program, because we will be having a bit of a gathering. Before anything else, we will also acknowledge the presence of the Barangay Captain of Ilisan, Sir Arthur Arnold. Your candidates, please. All right. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we would be hearing more words, but this time from someone who has seen it all, done it all, di ba? 2023 Top Pearls Most Outstanding Tourism of the Philippines and the City Tourism Officer of Baguio-City, and we have Sir Alec Abado. Yan, so you welcome to the stage for his remarks, di ba? The belated birthday celebrant, Sir Alec Mampano.
Gusto mong palagay talaga. I've almost grown up once. I don't want to speak out loud. But yeah, thank you very much. My birthday was yesterday. And I was so celebrating my birthday so beautiful. Beautiful day is like not only beautiful, and I heard that talk. I would just like to say that our Miss Baguio here in our city, has become really a tradition as part of our Baguio Day celebrations every year. Our Baguio Day is forthcoming this September 1. We traditionally hold the pageant prior to that day, so that we can have new queens to celebrate with us every Foundation Day. And through the years, we've seen how pageants have evolved. I myself is a witness to that. And I've seen how even our candidates, the young people of Baguio City, the young ladies of Baguio City, is part of that evolution. It's become part of that evolution. It's become part of how we are redefining beauty pageants, not only here, but in the country and perhaps worldwide. But here in our city, there is actually an ordinance, a city ordinance supporting the pageant and defining the purpose of this pageant. And actually there are just three things. Number one, youth empowerment. That's why I'm glad that they will be part of the SK Linggo ng Kabataan celebration. I think starting this Sunday. Every Sunday this August is also Linggo ng Kabataan. And that's one of the things that we would like inculcated in our city. And I think our dear mayor has been emphasizing that, how we would like our youth to be more participative, not only in activities but in governance itself. So empowering our youth, and we have seen how empowered ladies here as models of that. Second is civic consciousness. While they are exercising to become empowered, we would like our young ladies to become more conscious of what's happening in Baguio City, the community, and we've seen from their answers that they are actually already exposed and have opinions. I think that's what's more important. Not only being aware of issues, but more importantly, they have opinions and they would like to forward these opinions unafraid and unapologetically. And so, special shout out. And I like how you have still that personal conviction, no matter what religion, no matter what background you have, differing opinions, but still expressing them with convictions. I think that's one empowerment that we are seeing right now. And with that, contributing to solutions when you offer opinions. And lastly, it is really also about strengthening the sense of pride of place. The pride of being a Baguio or an Ibagyo, as we are now using. I think Mayor has been using that term already. Ibagyo, meaning someone from Baguio. That pride of place brought not only within the community or being expressed in the community, but even when they step outside. Because we are molding here ambassadors of our city, and if they inculcate those values, I think we are achieving the objectives of our Miss Baguio beauty pageant. So I am just here to be really very proud, para to be a mother hand. And thank you for the cake. I wish, and we planned this activity because we thought, particularly
with our partner, no, Miss Universe Philippines, Baguio, we thought that at this time and age, how powerful and influential social media has become at this time and age. And we would like our candidates to start appreciating these kinds of influence that may not be really understood by all. And pero I think mas marami silang alam kesa sa akin na ako yatang nahuhuli. So that's the essence of this afternoon. So I would like to thank the participation of our social media. I hope you can be able to share with them the power of information, true and correct information, with your competencies in terms of social media content creation. That is what we're aiming for here this afternoon. And we can continue still with conversing with them. It can be a little casual later on while we enjoy the food and drinks of our hosts this afternoon. So I would also like to thank Valencia's Restaurant. I think the owner is here. Let's see Richard. Yes, so they graciously hosted us this afternoon, and just looking around, we can see the beauty of Baguio already here in this place. So we'd like to thank them. Yeah, I think that's it. So please enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you very much. That was the tourism officer of Baguio-Breathe, our belated birthday celebration. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, guys, right? Technically, what's the program? But our friends in media and our content friends may approach our candidates. So, yung mga candidates, technically, alright, so we have to sit down. Our friends over on this side will be coming to this side, and they can ask you questions. They will be coming to you individually or as a group. Ng mga friends sa media to ask the questions to you guys. And of course, those of you who may or may not have any questions, our food is ready for you. All right. So once again, thank you very much for your participation today. And we hope you will enjoy the rest of the festivities of Miss Baguio 2024.
Bro, ang kakabro. For picture. Bakit?
Please, notifications lang ha. Mga kapatid.
Ladies video, I love baguiocity. Hey, 1, 2, 1.
Malalaki naman kayo. Kung isang video, idol ko lang. Idol, ayan. Anong point na yan? 1, 2, 3, go. Idol ko naman!
One more these are in short, go ahead. So, we all have a expression out in the middle, please, thank you.
Listing bago. Thank you for tuning in. Sure kita. Thank you. Dalawa tayo. Naka-record din. Naka-record dito. Dito lang na ito din. Oo, dito na lang. Isa ba yan? Naka-record. Bro, yupin ko pala yung nakaway. Baka ako. Yupin ko lang. Small world ah. Oo, grade ko. Sa aginal ko. Alamat ka lang.
Ako ang compress tayo ko.
Magpapicture tayo sa may-ari. Sige. Thank you. hawak ko yun. Ay, sorry.
Ikot tayo, dito may
Naka-live po ito. Naka-live. na si Gary sa kanya. Kaya naman si Gary na ako. Baka magulat yung Gary ka na ba? Palis lang. Ayun yung kumpas na niya yun. Yung dalawang yan, isusun ko sa iyo. Isusun ko sa business yan. Sinabi mo na, siyopin mo na. Kung anong book kayo. Kung anong sabi mo, hamad. Hampas. Hampas.